W with a quick little flank happening. He is currently the only one that they're looking for the hunt as well onto Severine, but he's going to get right-clicked out by the Classic. And with this Toxic Drain, you know that Onyx are going to push through this, bully their way to lock down this round and end it just like that. Ronski now in an almost impossible situation with this 1 versus 4 Sheriff in hand. But nobody's giving him the opportunity for the duels at the moment. Now he's been noted, and his grave is where he will be finding.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a groggy sort of position there. You know, texting Maple sitting at the pyramids. He's going to have to wait. He'll spot all that information shortly.
Yeah, he's going to be really careful if anyone does push through the screen, and that's exactly what's happening. But somehow with the Classic, he's able to find it, and even a dink on towards NC Slasher, which means no self-heals to be happening. The Spike Carrier's down as well with Ronski finding him. This round is becoming shambles for Onyx G. Disco to Severine, and now it is
as well, and Disco getting that forward-thinking play down towards elbow really sets him up for a fantastic position. Ronski's gone down, he's got to be careful, but it's Disco with the 3K, and that's the man we were talking about, right? He was the Raze extraordinaire.
Where one member is at the moment for Maple, but with this spike starting to go down, the pit is here as well for Severine, but Maple denies that. A dart out, and that's the pit down. He's got a massive reveal and the spray down. Everything is happening around this site for Order right now. NC Slasher falls over as well, and see if they can break in.
It's the only place they can go. 20 seconds, have to push quickly. RDW, great flash in, but unfortunately, shots are a little bit shaky. Now Ronski tries to open up with the Blade Storm, but he's going to be taken down. And look at this lurk, the rotation from Texter, punished by Severine, and also Maple pressures on now. MiTH jumps up, but he has been taken. Now the plan of the spike does have to go in. Maple's moving quickly, but Severine, he's in a fantastic position here. It's going to be onto Disco to try and support. They have to clear. NC Slasher, very, very low here, but that's that cross. There's that spot, and he's got it. Found it. Disco now knows exactly where this member is of Severine, but he's been cleared. He's held the cross, and Nikomoto.
And Ronski just got revealed as well. A secondary pop on toward his location, but the Blades miss. At least NC Slasher is there to assist. But Disco now with the 2 at a force. Everything is happening. These battles are still heavily slanted over towards Onyx G to try and close this round down. Disco with the 2 at a force. Texter coming in from a different location behind the wall. A pop through it, and he finds it as well. But now it's all on to the captain, the leader in charge for Order. A spike plant open for the coverage from Onyx G as well, and you know they're just going to play protective right now. Helmy Moore misses a 2 at a force shot, however, and Texter is very narrow focused on this duel. A 1 versus 1, knows exactly where MiTH is playing from, sees his head, takes the frag.
Very, very low, but RDW are going to be completely blinded here. Disco spotted, that's going to make it hard. Really, really awkward now. It's an awkward fight line to find with this operator, and being spotted, it just, again, so tough, but the wallbang onto MiTH from Texter, that's massive. Now Maple keeps his focus, keeps his composure, but it all goes back to the captain in the 1v2 here again. Komodo, Onyx G forcing them, backs up against the wall, that pressure, spotting out the shoulder. Shiro on the line, but now he has to cross, now he has to clear, and much to talk about. They're setting their sights straight onto B again, Komodo. This is where they did manage to get it last, and a wallbang shot onto Maple from Helmy Moore, finding that round towards elbow. Now he has to use that rendezvous to get out. Texter repositioned. Oh no, the timing, almost the call was perfect from Helmy Moore, but now Ronski has to try pick up more. The pieces have been dropped, the puzzle has been dropped, and RDW.
They're not looking at him at the moment, maybe expecting that Helmy Moore is watching this flank. There's the first one, doesn't know there's a second player over at the pyramids, does now. Severine tucked in toward the bricks. It's going to have to be destroyed or revealed, and the flash gets pulled out. On the defensive side, they need more right now. They're doing a good job of containing over towards this B side at the moment, but there are the frags starting to flow on through from Onyx.
Yeah, straight away, they've lost the 2 defending members, and now that means that slow walk creep on the rotation B side has been absolutely everything here for Onyx G. There's a leak and they haven't been able to plug it. Ronski looking the absolute wrong way. Helmy Moore going to be able to punish him, and I think that's going to be a save.
Yeah,
Maple up. He can creep on in on this flank without being spotted. It might be awkward. Maple, he's fighting the wrong fight here. Texter did have the flank position, but now it's gotten a little bit awkward. Ronski should spot, does get it, gets the reset, but Shiro can punish him, can take him down. Unfortunately, RDW has been dropped on the back of that null command. Still yet to be res, still yet to be brought back to life here. Disco, he's going to get punished by N straight out onto this A site. There is 3 members ready, but they have been spotted, located quickly, and that's going to be the spike drop by MiTH.
A big reveal from Shiro's recon dart as well, and he's still got a shocky that he can throw on through. That does land on Ronski and Texter, but Ronski says no to that. But I have a feeling that Onyx G are going to be able to lock down this A site, and you want to know why? Because the rest of the boys on Order weren't there to help the guys at the pyramid. They're all disconnected at the moment, and it's only on to RDW in the 1 versus 4. The battle is won against Severine. But this is where you would expect him to lose his life, and he will indeed.
Very wise to rotate back out.
Texter needs to make sure he's not too narrow focused on this little lurk play right now. He needs to be able to assist his team, or maybe not if RDW can find the frag onto MiTH. 2 HP, he is frolicking all around with the rest of his squad coming in through the elbow for a bit of a lurk. And just look at this, MiTH is toying with him. That's exactly right. Keep him here for the players to come through from the flank at the moment, and now that's exactly where everything's going to start to have happen. Texter has joined the party here, and so has Shiro and Severine. This is where things look a little bit more dangerous for Order, as the hunt is certainly on from Shiro. A pre-fire denied, and it's all on to Severine, but taken down. Help me out here, I'm actually forgetting the word of this gun. Regardless, the Spectre, that's the one. RDW is going to be able to find the first one onto NC Slasher, and again, MiTH is trying to hide in amongst one of his own cloud bursts, but this pressure, again, building Order, changing pace, going a little bit faster through mid. They do seek themselves this advantage.
Doesn't always need that Spectre. Pulls out the Headhunter, gets one before he's traded, and it's now that advantage as Elmimore also going to be popping down those rendezvous as Spike does get planted. Severine, great pick on Aronsky though. Now a 2v3, still very, very awkward here. RDW does get to destroy that recon bolt, but already he's been spotted. They have the info, and there's the shock dart. Shiro, a 3k, a monstrous round again from the Sova here. It's the Impact Man, and now all onto Maple. More damage again from Shiro, and now they're going to be looking. Now they're going to be 3.
Now Severine to stay alive, he can get them from behind, and the rest of the Onyx members can go over towards the archers, or now in through mid by the fact that Texter has lost his life. The control that Onyx G are finding right now, they are essentially pulling the pants down on Order.
They literally have nothing. Like, it's Onyx G have been not only 1 step, 2 steps, potentially even 3 steps ahead of all these rounds, like constantly catching Order from the back, from the behind. Like, you know, Order are overthinking themselves. They're trying to get themselves into quote-unquote flank positions. Maybe we'll be able to get through somewhere. And then, you know, simply as that round from Severine, absolutely perfectly. Sodding through his Viper's pit, getting the info. There's MiTH to drop Ronsky. Now it's all onto RDW. He's going to have to pull off the unbelievable here. We're 1v4, and they are starting to look. There is a tap onto the defuse. They look the other way. There's going to be RDW doing some damage. But Elmimore can find him, and that's going to be under a continued game here. MiTH pushing through, but punished. It's going to be Ronsky to get that opener, but a great response here from NC Slasher. Look at him going everywhere, running around, ring around the rosy from NC Slasher. Severine and Shiro, though, pick it up, triple S, and that's what the game is looking like right now. A triple S performance from Onyx G. And it's Disco, the man who I was saying his name so many times early in this series, a 3k to clinch the classic round. But unfortunately, the Tour de Force, unfortunately, I don't know if it's going to be enough. Maybe a cyclist in a former life, but this time he might be crashing and burning into the round as they lock down everything here, Onyx G.
All it's going to take is one member of Onyx to find his position, and you've got so many different angles that you can go together as a team for these double swings. And now Disco is getting into the line of sight of Shiro, finds him, but no, actually, Severine. Everything is starting to lean over towards the A site for Onyx G. RDW is going to have a bit of a peek and looking for the second. It's going to be denied. Now it is only down to Texter, able to, well, not dodge out the blade, but he will be able to find a frag in the piece. A dink on toward him as well, but that... the damage, it's all coming towards him. I was going to say the Prowler looked like it was chasing him, but it actually went behind him. And now the rest of his team are here to assist Order. They're starting to really firmly get a grip on how this pistol round is now coming to an end. It's already there. The paranoia out will force him away. And remember, he does have RDW here to assist him, but he's trying to take the challenge, trying to take the fight by himself. And Onyx G, now they've found that opener over towards the B side, so they've already peeled away towards this site. They're going to get a plan. And they've got a number advantage for the post.
All I'm going to say is, like, Elmimore is just so good, so sharp. Like, to be able to get those fine lines utilizing the ADS of the Headhunter. He's found 2 picks basically for free. That was a position where there was almost no time left completely.
Wow.
That's a third. Like, are you joking? There's potentially a 4th, but Shiro takes it off of his hands. Did get the dink. RDW with the trade down. Texter has made his way into the site, but he's completely wrapped in. Must be feeling the stranglehold here. Now it's so awkward, so many angles to watch, and they're just walking straight down. NC Slasher a little bit shaky.
They have to contend with Texter. How much of a duel does he actually want to fight by himself here is the real question. 3 hostiles detected on that blade. Texter falls with the denial of the spike. RDW, a beautiful transfer, and Ronsky's there for the club for Onyx G. And Ronski feels like he wants to be able to take a duel with the rest of this utility. The paranoia, he spotted out exactly where MiTH is playing from as well. Maybe not. Shiro and Severine starting to get some action back, however. And now it's all the vulnerability for RDW. Stuck in the seas. Destruction of the Haunt. Now he finds one. A second as well. Going a little bit ham in this round, but NC Slasher will cut him to size. And look at this spot from Severine to line them both up to clock. And they've spotted out exactly where Texter is playing. Still somehow manages to find the one. And RDW is falling back. Are they sold yet on the fact that it is A? Now they know. RDW lining them up again. Another multi-frag for the man. But this Spike Plant has to go down, and MiTH, he is wanting to go for a fight early, potentially. Goes for a little bit of a spotter, but has to get that plant down. And he has to rely on Elmi Moore to essentially maybe bail him out a little bit earlier. The Haunt to be destroyed. All the Order members coming in from the heavens, but will they be taken down to hell? 6 feet under. MiTH for the three. He brings out the blades, but Disco gets him what they can. Still a similar story right now. And as you say, a big old B hit to come through for Onyx G. But Ronski is actually going to be dropping Severine. A resurrection could come out onto him through the null command of the KO. But MiTH's space, he's gotten behind Texter. He's not going to be able to cut Disco down for size, but all of these trades, Disco's managing to hold down the fort. And with that, Onyx G are falling away.
Yeah, Disco's done fantastically here. It's going to be at least something for them to hold on to now. 3 versus 3, but look at this position from NC Slasher. They have to be so careful. They're walking, they're creeping, but are they going to clear the line? RDW! I feel like he's a little bit lucky there. NC Slasher wasn't quite with the crosshair placement, but they get enough done. Now a 3 versus 2, door to be closed, and all they've got to do, exactly the same as that previous round, take the time. Severine has got the right click ready, but Shiro opens up with one, and no, Disco caught just all on his lonesome basically here, and now the underarm flash does come out from RDW. They're both lined up. He spots one. He has to spot the other. Another flash drive to go out, but they swing, they clear, and Severine.
Chance that we've seen, a glimpse at Order having an advantage, and it's not going to go the other way just yet. Ronski with 3, setting himself up for the trophy in this round, but will he be too hungry for the ace? Disco is going to be the one who's going to be the next challenge over in the tree. He's wanting to be fallen on back. Maple, is he going to be able to find his first frag in this game? He's got a one-on-one against Shiro. The Nightfall is out. Ronski's got the 4K, and Maple for the swing.
Into main, which they're doing it right again, but they're so close. Up on the line with Texter. He almost had the shot, but there's Ronski again. Only one, though. Elmi Moore gets that trade. Rendezvous straight out, but the paint... Right now, they're heading up short, but they've closed the door, and that's what's going to make it awkward. So RDW has to be very, very careful to wait out for the rest of his team. The Haunt goes over the top as well. That's going to be punished. There's a lot of awkwardness here. Elmi Moore, though, finds RDW. That's a fantastic response, and he's got the line, but now they're setting the focus. They reposition accordingly, but it's going to have to be onto the big man in Disco. The Nebula is going to bite the space, and he spots the line, and NC Slasher positioning at the exact same time. They have to walk in. They've got to be ready for this right now. Is the peak going to come in? Will MiTH be ready? Not quite. RDW going to rip the head off. Maple punishes Elmi Moore, and there's finally an opportunity for Order to really lock down a round, but they've got to be cautious. 4v2. Are they going to be able to do it? We have seen the null command get popped by RDW here, so they are going to be barreling straight through that Nebula here. Both members inside main, one inside heaven in Disco. 12 seconds, not much left, and RDW to close. Very good, solid force back by that Haunt too. Elmi Moore on the line. He's missed a couple of shots though. This time, very important. Ronski gets the trade out. This time, Disco straight into the site. We talked about him being a little bit more quiet, but Shiro's got a number for him as well. They're so low. That's the big thing here, Komodo. Disco gets another though, and here's those confident picks we're looking for. Door will be closed by RDW, but the peak from Shiro, that's the spike dropped as well, Komodo. The communications, we've seen so many rounds where Order have irrespectively not known who's picking up that spike, and the shots, the damage, they've not yet. He is through, he is damaged, and he is Breeze, which was the 13-6 victory for Onyx G.
Yeah, you've got to remember as well, a 6-6 tied scoreline at the half on the attacking side for Order against Fancy United, but they want to get this closed over a little bit quicker, it would seem, specifically into this A side where they are rampaging in toward it right now, but MiTH, he's dancing with the dice and he's rolling his number, the tailwind to escape, but it's into the crosshair of RDW. And now in the 2 versus 2, Shiro is still here with that Odin. He can purr the bullets out to try and find the frag, but that glass will be shattered by Texter. He's trying to find the frag. He's trying to be the instigator, but no.
W tap onto the defuse here, but they've just got to clear it. They've got to look absolutely everywhere here. He's got to make sure all his ducks are in a row, but it's
76 points of HP. It could have been dire, and now Shiro is the next contest over in the marker, but he's looking to cut that check, print the receipt. It's only for 1 though.
Ronski's super low at the well. Not really convinced with that position at all, but MiTH does get the catch, does get the lurk, and now he's ready to send the Nightfall out. It's not going to quite clip Severine, though. Keep your eyes on this man right now. They haven't cleared him, they haven't looked, and he's stuck in the corner, but he will get that flash drive out. The paint shells will force him away. Very wise, very tact there from Disco. Now they should be able to find the site. The position is nigh, though. Up in heaven. Elmi Moore having a look. Great shot onto Disco. Now it's going to be onto MiTH. Man hasn't been having the best of games, and unfortunately he cannot close, cannot clutch. We saw it a couple spotted yet, which is huge. Now, here we're going to see that null command come out, this time from RDW. And are they going to be able to lock it down? There's NC Slasher, though. Hasn't been spotted, and he will be able to drop it. Where are these two remaining members? Ronski, Texter clearing out, and Severine is in such an awkward spot. The Nightfall's going to catch them, and they've just completely left their boy in towards A-Long. There's nothing they can do. They're looking to jump into heaven, but Shiro's going to be there, and it's an absolute blunder coming out here for Order. Texter is going to have to do something insane here. 1 versus 4. He has picked up 1. He's got plenty of HP, but the flash drive goes through. Now he can look to reposition here, but I love the spot from NC Slash. He's gone straight into main, and Severine should not be too far away either. He is going to clear out the Jenny line, but look at this crossfire. It's beautiful. Here disparity. You got 2 members doing something, the rest are all sort of falling behind, whereas on Onyx G, they're doing absolutely everything. As MiTH over the top, straight through long, straight, and again, the knife in the back of Order.
Through the box, by the way. The little single box that's over in A main with the spikes there too.
Look, I'm just not surprised at this point. Now Texter solos, trying to Shrouded step in. Severine gets it.
This is...
it's kind of like too much spaghetti in the pockets. They've tripped over. They're trying to put it back in, but it's just all over their hands right now. And the series is kind of wiped away by this. To look, Texter straight into heaven to try and sell some sort of a fake information, but he's actually sent himself elsewhere, and it's going to be Disco to pick up 2. That is going to be the ultimate dropped in heaven. Ronski gets another. Severine's going to be dropped, and it's all onto Elmi Moore, who is a fair way away from home. And it's just going to be damage on the cards for him now. Game's not done just yet, Komodo.
Not just yet. Elmi Moore, the 1 versus 4, revealed by the 0 point as well, and the hunt is on for Order. They need to be holding on to these guns, though. They need to make sure they've got everything in the net. Towards B main, the containment for Order. They need to hold everything in this one. On toward the side, a good shot out from MiTH to Elmi Moore, and that might just be the thing to send Onyx G packing in this one. Take the Odin as your prize, take the Phantom to the next round as well. You've still got a Blazestorm from MiTH. There will be a buy for Onyx G in the next round, but any damage they could do towards Order, it's not going to reset them just yet, but it might make the next couple of rounds a little bit easier to close out this match.
Absolutely, so only MiTH to live on. Yet they're still holding.
And Severine's here to assist Elmi Moore as well, right? So they've got a little bit of an allotted crossfire if they do want, but this is the time for Order to go in toward the site. No Nightfall action, it's going to miss them, but it's all a ruse, it's all a fake. The short play is actually the thing happening right now. NC Slasher is going to be the first point of contact with RDW with the spike in Texter's arms. He's going over there. There's 20 seconds to go.
They've got to make a decision right now, like what's going on? They're walking in solo, like what is this? Where's the call? Where was the comms? Game's done, like game's lost. There's nothing they can do here at all.
Disco's way too far from the action. The spike's on the other side of the map. It doesn't even matter if he